Okay, hi all, good evening. So today we will discuss in this Adhoc session about group by group. Okay, let me zoom this. Is they have posted about group by cube. Okay, so I will try to explain you this. So for this, first of all, let me start. So I have this Amazon table. So in this Amazon table, if I will just write table name is Amazon. Here, if I will just write select sum of transaction amount from Amazon. I'm taking the example of this Amazon because in each and every batch, I have taught you this the roll-up function and the group by and the aggregate function with the help of this Amazon only. And that's what I thought of taking the same example so that you can correlate in a better way. So if I'm executing this, select sum of transaction amount. So, like I'll be getting the total transaction amount, which is 3,500. Correct? This is how the aggregate function sum works. Correct? This is clear, right? You all know about this, correct? Now, here I'm getting the total transaction amount, but suppose if the requirement is to find the total transaction amount department wise, because here it's not clear that what is the contribution of each and every department. So if you have to find department wise, so what you will do in this query,
Group by.
group by. So you'll write here, select department, and then here you will write group by department, right? So let me give the alias here as total amount. Okay. So this is the output. See, I'm not going to explain how the group by works and how the unique buckets are created. Otherwise, it will distract from the main topic. Okay, so this is the output. So here we are getting the total amount for each and every department. So this was giving a little bit better presentation of data. If I'm showing this data to the client, so it will not be clear, okay, what is the contribution of each and every department. So that's why now when I executed this query, this is giving a better presentation of data that, okay, the sports contribution is 1,000, clothes is 1,600, grocery is 900, right? Similarly, if the client is asking, show me based on the transaction month, right? Then what you have to do, just remove department and give here transaction month. See why I'm explaining you from scratch, because directly if I will show you that group by cube function, it will become difficult to understand. So I have to tell you, okay, what is the reason for this? Okay. So now from this data, you are getting the total transaction amount month-wise, right? So we have the option to display month-wise, department-wise, or the total transaction amount. Correct. Okay, Tanvir, what is the total amount? So suppose if you're presenting the data, so either manually you will calculate it, 1,000 plus 1,600 plus 900, then you will answer, right? Or you have to do some calculations, correct? Or let's say if you have 10 departments or more than that, the same example we'll cover in the SQL workshop, which we have on 25th December. So if you have more than 10 departments, like 15, 20 departments, so literally it is not possible now when you're presenting this data to the client, you're giving demo, and the client will ask at the same time, "So what's the total amount?" That will become difficult for you, right? So in that case, uh, you have to use this group by rollup function, if you remember. So I'll write here group by rollup, correct? So now when I will execute this query, this is the query, this is the output. Now, I know like this has been covered in each and every batch, and I hope you remember this. So here we have the total amount for each and every department, right? Same way we are getting the total amount here, 3,500. So now if you compare this data and this data, and if you're doing data analysis, like this is a little bit better presentation of data as compared to this. Because here at the same time you're showing the total amount. So now from this, the client or the stakeholders can understand, almost how much 50% is coming or less than that is coming from close, or close to 30% is from grocery, close to 30% is from sports, right? So you're getting an idea. Your client will get an idea that okay, what is the total contribution from each and every department. Here is this clear?
Yes.
No? So similarly, you can do this roll up for transaction month as well. So if I write here group by roll up transaction month, so here you could see that I am getting the total amount for each and every month. And then finally, I have the total here, which is 3,500. So it means when you use roll up function, it will show the individual value, but apart from that, it will roll up this, right? And it will show you the total value as well, correct? So that you will get a picture, okay, oh, what is the total transaction amount? And then you can compare it against each and every department contribution. The same thing I have done here, group by roll up transaction month. So I'm showing you here the total amount, 3,500, and then for each and every month. Still here any question? Okay. Now, so far I have shown you only on one axis. One axis means either department or month, right? But suppose here, let's take this data. Here, if your client is telling, okay, for the month for closed department, the total amount was 1,600. But in this 1,600, what was the contribution of each and every month? Are you understanding my question? Like the total for close is 1,600, that is fine. But what was the contribution from each and every month? Like January, what was the contribution? February, what was the contribution? March, April, like this. So, do you have that information available here? No,
No.
not here, right? Like, suppose if the stakeholders want to do analysis here that, oh, for the grocery, the total amount, the total contribution is very less. It is just 900, which is approx less than 30 percentage, right? Close to 30 percentage. Then, of course, the stakeholders will ask, yo, show me the details, the grocery for each and every month. But do you have that information available here? It's not here. So if your client will want to do further analysis, they cannot do with the help of this data only. Then what will happen? Your client will tell you, uh, I want to show the total for each and every department. But apart from that, show me month-wise as well, so that I can understand that in the department grocery, what was the contribution in each and every month, so that they can do a better analysis of data. So then what I have to do in this query, sorry, this one, in this query, I have to add a parameter month here, transaction month. The same thing I have to keep here as well, transaction month. Now check this query. This is the query. and this is the output. Now check this one. If you try to understand this data, so we were talking about grocery, right? So this is a grocery. Let's analyze the grocery one. This is the grocery. Now analyze it and tell me what additional data you're getting here. So here this was grocery 900. So you have the same information here that the grocery 900, but now your data analyst or your client or the stakeholders can do further analysis. Yo, the grocery total contribution is 900, out of which just 100 rupees was a contribution in the month of January, February 300, March 200, April 300. It means in the month of January it was very less. February it increased, March again decreased, April again increased. It means as compared to January, the transaction amount is increasing, but still it is fluctuating. It's not in a good position, right? So now they can understand. Maybe they will think that January is it was a winter season, or maybe the products what they have in the grocery department, those products the customers were not interested. So they will understand, okay, oh, we have to check that in our inventory, do we have the products which are related to winter season or not? And this is the typical task of a data analyst. You have to analyze the business data, right? And you have to tell the reason that what is happening if the revenue is less, what is the reason, right? So then here, if you're presenting this data, your client can do analysis in a far better way as compared to this. Because here you are just telling grocery the contribution was 900, but the complete picture is not visible here. Okay, okay, it was 900 in the grocery, but what was the contribution in each and every month? That is not visible. So that's why what we have done. We have used now department comma transaction month and group by roll up department comma transaction month. It means we're telling SQL engine, you show me the total for each and every department. Okay, so if you see for each and every department, you're getting the total value, sports clothes. But at the same time, you're telling I want to split up month wise. So for each and every department, sports, clothes, or grocery, you have the split up month wise as well. So that now this is a better analysis of data you can do. And finally, you're getting 3,500, which is the final total. So you're getting final total, you're getting the total department wise, and you're getting the split up for each and every department month wise as well. Is this point clear? Any question here?
Sir, what's the difference if you are using with rollback or without rollback? Any difference?
Roll up
If
you're
we
telling.
are not roll up,
Rollback is
sorry.
different. This is roll up. Huh? So what is the question? If I'm not using roll up, then what will happen, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, okay, good question. So see, if you will not use roll up here, let me remove the roll up. So it will not show you the final total. Let me remove the roll up. Just I will keep this one. Okay. Let me keep it here. It will not give you the final total. This will just give you for each and every department and month what is the total amount. But here will not get the data like what is the total transaction amount. Suppose we are presenting this data to the client. If the client will ask you what is the total transaction amount, can you tell that? Do you have that data present here? No. Maybe you have
No,
to add this or you will do some calculation and then you will tell, okay, it is 3,500. But suppose your client will tell you, no, no, I want that handy. It should be visible. You don't have to do calculation. Understood? Right? Then it will be difficult, no? Correct? You cannot display that. So that benefit you are getting here, you are showing the total, final total. And then again, suppose here your client is asking, you show me for each and every department. Understood? Can you tell me here, can you tell from this data what's the total for grocery? Is that visible?
no,
Is
sir.
that visible? That's not visible, right? So that's the benefit when you use roll up department comma transaction. It means you're telling first of all roll the value for each and every department. So for each and every department, after rolling this value, you're getting their total sum. So this 1000 is the total sum of sports. This 1600 is the total sum of clothes. This 900 is the total sum of grocery. At the same time, you're getting the final total, which is 3500. But that is not getting displayed here. So that's the benefit of using the roll-up function. Is this point clear?
Yeah, got it.
Any other question from group by roll-up? Now I will jump to group by cube. So far clear to everyone? Okay. Now, on the singular ground, now in this query, if I use group by cube, then what will happen? Just remove the roll-up and write cube here. Check the output. This is the query. Let me keep this query here. Let's analyze this. What is happening here? Uh, 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 so this is the data. Let's analyze this. Okay. So first of all, here in this data, we will compare this and this. Okay, so that you can understand it better. Let me do one thing. 1 minute, just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Hmm. Okay, if you check this close department, so till here you're getting each transaction of close, right? Correct now? The
Yes,
close total contribution for each and every month. Then what is this 1600?
that is performing roll-up function.
Right? So this is
Total.
the total for close, right? If you'll add all those things, we'll get 1600. Got it? Clear? So one roll up is happening at this level here. And because of this, you're getting 1600, which is the total for the clothes. Similarly, if you'll check grocery, so you're getting total each and every for grocery, and here final total for grocery, right? And similarly for sports, so this is showing you each and every transaction of a sports, and then this is the final total for sports. Now, till here, you can claim it can be what is special here, yeah. Same thing I can achieve using group by rollup, right? Same thing is present here, no? So what is special? So you're right. If you compare this data, so already this data is present in rollup, right? This is exactly same thing, correct?
Yes.
So the additional and this 3500 is again the same thing because you got this 3500 here as well. So whatever I highlighted so far, if I will remove this part, let me keep it as a black box. If it is not present, so if you compare this data and this data, so exactly same as this, right? Correct, no?
Yes.
So now check what is hidden in this black box. What is this? April 600, Feb 1200, Jan 1100, March 600. So this April 600, it means the total transaction which happened in the month of April was 600. If you want to check, you check here. April total was 600, no? Right? That is what is getting displayed here. February total was 1200. So in February, do you have 1200 as a total transaction? Correct. So the benefit of cube is, see, now tell me, this will means from this you can do a better analysis, or from this you can do a better analysis. So this is giving you total department wise and the total month wise as well. But still, it purely depends on the business requirement. Sometimes the business will tell, I'm not interested in this data month-wise total. I want to check this one, right? So then you can use this. Or if they want, I want month-wise as well, then you have to use group by cube function, and this will give you the total for each and every month as well. Is this point clear?
Yes.
Tanvir, the
So,
does it? Sorry,
hmm
sorry for interruption.
Yeah,
Uh,
please tell me.
so is it giving all is it giving all the possible combinations of subtotals? Is it like that, or
Huh,
if we have three
that is
columns, then it
why
will. Oh, sorry. Yeah, please.
that is why the name is cube. Like, see, if you will see that cube, you have seen that dice, right? In Ludo, we have the dice now, right?
Yeah.
If you will see that, you can, if you will keep in a tilted position, you can see the top face and the two adjacent faces, right? So there, you could see three faces at the same time, correct? That's why the name is cube. You are getting multiple dimensions of data which is visible to you. See, when I have shown you only this example, so this is a very high level you are getting information. The total is 3,500. Now, when I have splitted this further, you are getting total department wise. This is total month wise. But still, this is not giving a complete picture, right? Then I have shown you a roll up department. So this is giving each and every department total, then the final total. Then roll up month, each and every month, then the final total for month. Then I've taken two columns, so it is giving each and every transaction month for the department, final total for department, then the final total, the overall final. But in this data, if my client will ask, then mean what is the total for January? Do you have that information here? That is
No.
missing. Then mean what is the total for February? That is missing, right? But here, see, it is giving a total for clothes, total for grocery, total for sports, right? You're getting total for the department. Here you're getting total for the month, right? And then here you're getting the final total. Is this point clear?
Right. Right.
Now you can ask, no, Tanvir, my client is asking, okay, for each and every month. Suppose if it is April 600, so my client is asking, show me each and every department for the 600. That is in the 600, which is the total contribution from the April month. What was the contribution of each and every department? But that is not visible here, no? Is that visible here? Can you tell me in the April what was the contribution of grocery from this? Then you have to look into this grocery April, this value, right? Correct? But if you will change the parameter here, now see, if we'll change the parameter here, I will just swap it. Now check this output. Now you guys tell me what is the difference between these two outputs. What is the difference? Can anyone explain this?
Month-wise is to.
Correct. Here you are getting month-wise, no? Here this was department-wise. Here you are getting month-wise. So April month from close you have you got 200. From grocery the contribution is 300. The sports contribution is 100. And the final contribution from April is 600. So just by swapping this column, so now you're getting this presentation of data. So this group by cube or group by rollup, it is very helpful for for doing better analysis of data. But why this group by cube is not used that much? The reason is generally when the client will do the analysis, if you're showing this data, they will understand, okay, for sports, this is the total. Then each and every transaction of a sports. For clothes, this is the total. Then each and every transaction of clothes. Grocery, this is the total. This one. Then each and every transaction of grocery, right? Now, if the client will ask, okay, show me month wise, then in the same query, you swap it. Let me show you that. So in the same query, what I will do now, I will use the roll up here. Now check the output and tell me what you understood from this. Now tell me what's the difference? What is the difference? If you compare this data and this data, here you're getting department wise, right? Total for sports is 1000, total for clothes is 1600, total for grocery is 900. But here you're getting total month wise. April total 600, February total 1200, January total 1100, March total 600. Got it? So that's why mostly the roll up is used when you perform when you have to do some analysis. But yes, this is what additional what you're getting in group by cube is this one. At the same time, you can find that what is the total for each and every month as well. But if you will hide this data, this group by cube will give you the exactly same output what you're getting in group by roll up. Now, any
Sir,
question? Is this clear?
in order by, can we use this roller? In order by?
In order, you can use order by after this. Suppose when I executed this query, okay, so where is that roll-up? Yeah, I executed this query. This is the output. If you want to sort it, you write order by here, order
Okay.
by transaction month. So it will now sort the data based on the transaction. Okay. So first you're getting April because A comes first, then February, then all those things, right? Or you want to sort based on the department, then you can write order by department. Okay, but generally when you're using order by with roll-up, it is recommended to use both the columns at the same time. Because now if you use department, now what will happen? Everything will shuffle and you will get confused with the output. See. So it will show you first for all the clothes, then all the grocery, all the sports, then final total here. So you'll get confused here. That is why it is recommended. Follow the same pattern what you have given here. So now the output will be sorted based on this combination of data. So April, February, Jan, and all those things. Hope it is clear. Similarly, you can use order by in cube as well. It is allowed.
Roll up and cube, both functions are only there in Oracle or any other, I mean,
No, no,
SQL
no,
Server.
no. It is in another databases as well, not restricted to this Oracle. But I need to check, okay, what all databases supports this. Okay, I'm not sure about it. I need to check that.
Okay.
Okay, I will check this
It,
in Snowflake and Microsoft SQL Server. I will update you. Okay.
in GCP, it is available or not?
GCP it is there. I'm not sure. Anyone who has worked on GCP who knows if it is there. I will check it. I think it will be there on GCP. I think,
Okay.
but I will check it. I will update you.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Or maybe if you're working on GCP, you can explore this. Just the simple query you have to execute. You can
Yeah,
check
yes.
it there.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
So this was floating for a long time on.
Snowflake do actually. It's
Sorry,
mentioned. Snowflake support it.
Snowflake it is there. Okay, okay,
Yes.
fine. Then it is fine. But see, like based on my experience, generally when I analyze the data, I use this roll-up function. Okay. But again, like it depends on your requirement, your stakeholders' requirement. Accordingly, you can use group by cube or you can use group by column. So this is the only additional thing you're getting group by cube. One important thing, generally, like in group by the sequence of column doesn't matter, right? But in group by fusing roll up and cube, then the sequence of column matters. You see, I have changed the sequence here. The presentation of data has changed, right? Now on the x-axis you have month, the y-axis you have department, right? But here on the x-axis you have department, the y-axis you have the month. Hope it is clear. Next is qualify keyword. I have seen, like, again it is there on LinkedIn. So next Adhoc session I will explain you that qualify. Okay. Fine. Any other
Sir,
question?
Which keyword?
in
Sorry,
case
Naveen.
this department is a high cardinality column, so that time like it's very hard to find out those combinations. No? Like any
So
other way to find. Suppose that department is like a high cardinality column, like
uh,
many values in our department. So like
uh,
it's very hard to find out those sum or those like groceries 16,000 like that those sums combination
no.
sum.
See, of course, if it has a lot of data, it will be difficult to analyze. But suppose if you want to do this analysis for a particular set of data, then you can apply filter as well. Where you apply filter, then you can narrow down your search or narrow down your analysis, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
So
right.
that you can do, because see, generally when you're working in project, you'll be dealing with millions of records, right? So that is why the need for data analysts, no? Because data analyst will be the one who can analyze those millions of data. Earlier, the data was not that much in millions. Even like before 2010, like e-commerce, there was very limited presence, right? Social media, very limited presence. The transactions are very limited. And that's why this data analyst job profile doesn't exist much. But nowadays, like the millions of data are there. So that is why the companies they are looking for someone who can analyze those data and they can share the trend with the stakeholders and what is happening, what is the increase and decrease and all those things.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay.
Or just for intro purpose, like suppose the interviewer ask, can
Hmm.
you achieve without rollback? So
Hmm.
any way
1 minute. Acha,
to
1 minute. This is not rollback. Rollback is different. This is roll up.
sorry
Rollback is a
roll.
different concept. Okay. This is roll up.
Yeah.
Roll up. Rollback वो अलग concept है. We're talking about roll up. What you're telling, if the interviewer asks, can you achieve without roll up?
Uh,
Without roll up as well, you can do. Then what you have to do, first of all, you have to derive total department wise, right? And then you have to create multiple CTs and then you have to join. It will become very complicated. Answer is yes, you can do it, but it will become very complicated. Okay.
with the help of CT and then we can
CT
also
use करना
finish.
होगा, then you have to use joins, and maybe you have to use that some function in the Windows, like in Windows, we have to use that, sorry, in those aggregate functions, lump sum, and the other, you have to use case statement and all those things. Okay.
Which keyword you are planning next time, Tanvir? What you were saying?
Qualify, I told. This is also, I've seen many folks
Wait.
are posting on LinkedIn. Let me write it here. Qualify.
Okay, qualify. Okay.
Next, I will take a session on this. I used to, whenever I check LinkedIn, and if I find, okay, there's something which
I think
is,
it's there, not there in the traditional databases, right? Oracle and all, right?
it is in Snowflake. In Oracle, it is not there. Like
Yes.
the vendors, they are
Postgres.
making their engine intelligent, right? That is why they
Yeah.
keep on enhancing it. And many times the business will tell to those product owners, hey, can you implement this? We are struggling here. So based on their request as well, if they find that, oh, this is a good business use case, so they roll out some new functionalities like recursive city. I think it was added in the SQL syllabus in 2016 around it. Okay. So around 2016, don't know the exact year, but around 2016. But still that recursive city, I don't think it has much use cases. Okay, because in the SQL, that looping feature was missing. I will not tell missing, tiny, it is not there. You can do looping. So that recursive city to a certain extent, it has enabled that, it has provided that functionality, but still I will not tell like what for loop and while do while can do that recursive city can do. Okay. Okay. Any other question? Done. Finally, guys, thanks a lot for attending at the short notice. So we'll take next session on qualify. And those who are on the SQL workshop, like it is on 25th December, 11 to 1. Thanks a lot. Take care. We will upload the recording shortly. Take care,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Tanvi.
you, Tan.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank